Good morning, FlossTube, and Happy New Year! Woo! I'm filming this actually on New Year's Eve, but I know I won't be able to post it until New Year's, till after the New Year. So Happy New Year to everybody! I hope you all had a great New Year. You celebrated, you were safe, didn't do anything stupid, and I hope you had a great holiday season with your families or friends or whoever you celebrate and whatever you celebrate. I just hope you had a good time. I had a fantastic holiday season. My husband and I went to my parents' house for a couple of nights over Christmas, which was awesome. It was really relaxing to just hang out and do puzzles, etc. And I got a lot of stitching done, which made me very happy. And then I've been off work this whole week, which has been awesome. I've had almost no stitching time though because of various other tasks and things that have had to get done within this time. But it's been really nice to just be off work and to have this time to relax, reflect, and kind of bring in the new year with like a fresh attitude, fresh start, you know, that type of thing. And I'm just enjoying it. So I have a couple more days off work and then back to the, nose to the grindstone, right? Back to making beans. It's still one of our busiest times during the winter because we supply dealers with the beans so then they can sell them to growers, and the summer is when we really get a lot of those orders in so that we can stock up those dealers. But anywho's there. I thought I would come at you today. This is going to be a long video. So those of you out there, go get your beverage, get a snack, get your stitching, and let's just have some fun together. I have a couple of things on my list, and we'll just go through them as they come. So to start off, sorry if I look over, I have my notes kind of on the side. To start off, I would like to start with some stash acquisitions. So I didn't get a whole lot of stitchy stuff for Christmas, which is fine. I don't want to call it like a big present or whatever, but the main gift that I got this year was a Dutch oven, and oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. I'm like, nah, I want to make everything in my Dutch oven, like a Looney Tune. So I'm super, super thankful for that. My best part of Christmas, it's not just about the gifts, it's about spending time with family, and I just had a great time. I'm very, very happy right now. So thank you to my whole family, friends, everybody. But I did get some stitching stuff, so I thought I'd share. The first is actually from my brother, and so he gave me this. So this is the Subversive Cross Stitch 5 effin' clever designs for your sassy side. And I definitely have a sassy side, so this is perfect. And these are funny. If any of you guys have this book, this is the this is like this is the 10-year anniversary edition of the book, so it actually has more designs. It's a nice hardcover book, and it has more designs than I guess the original. One of my favorites, which I want to put up at work because, like, this is me. It just says you suck. Because you know what? You suck. I just want to say that to people all the time. You suck. Just leave me alone. And then the other one that I would really like to post at my job is this one. Too bad. So sad. So I love this. I think what I might do is I might make a collage of like a bunch of them and put this in my cubicle at work because I think it would be really funny. Obviously, I can't do anything with swear words in it, though I don't think my boss would care because we're kind of, a production plant, and it's not really too big of a deal if you swear very much at my work. But anyway, so thank you, broski. I don't think he watches my videos, but if you're out there, thank you, bro. And then from my mother, my mom and I actually went to, I'm going to take it out of the package. My mom and I actually went to Stitchville, USA together to go Christmas shopping, and that's kind of where I wanted to go. And so I picked out a pattern and some fabric and the beads, and she gave it to me for Christmas. So this is the Bee Cottage. Oh, that's the name of the brand. Okay, this is Be Happy by the Bee Cottage. All the buzz and cross stitch designs. Looks like this. And it comes with, so this came as a pack. It comes with the embellishments. So let's see if I can show you without showing you the pattern. These little, you're not able to see those at all. But anyway, it comes with these little yellow flowers that go along with that. And then she also got me the 2 packs of beads. So these are Mill Hill 0212 and 4212. So it's the same color, just in 2 different sizes. So I'll add those to my bead collection. And then this is the fabric that I picked out for it. So this is a 32 count Weeks Dye Works in beige. Ooh, beige. So I think it'll look really pretty. And I haven't done a floss toss yet. That's something I'm going to do this afternoon because I want this to be one of my new starts. But we'll talk about that later. Da-da-da-da. So that is what I got for Christmas. And then yesterday, a friend of mine and I went to like the biggest big city that's near us, which is Mankato, Minnesota. And we went to Hobby Lobby, Michaels, and Joann Fabrics. You gotta hit the trifecta, right? They are the closest to us. Anyway, and I picked up at Joann some Sulky Hollow Shimmer to go along with my collection. My gold is running low, so I thought the silver holographic was kind of fun. So picked up that. And yeah, that's what I got. At least stitching related. I got a bunch of other stuff, don't get me wrong. But because I'm a big planner, so they had all their planner supplies were on sale, like 50 or 60% off. So might have gone a little crazy. But anyway, so that's what I have for Stashquisitions. Next, I think I'm going to go through the tag that Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. I will link her channel down below, and I will also post the questions down below for this tag. And I hope that everybody in the Floss Tube community does this because I think it's fun. It's a good, end of the year wrap up and discussion. So the first are like your favorite / least favorites. So the first is your favorite or least favorite whip. And I'm sorry if I keep looking down, that's where my my notes are. So my favorite whip of the moment is my Lakeside Fantasy Sal. This is by Lakeside Needlecraft as designed by Durian Jones, and a lot has gotten done since the last time I showed it to you. So here it is right now. So let me fold this. So I brought this with me over Christmas. I didn't bring the church with me because it was just too much stuff to bring to my parents' house and I didn't want to. So anyway, I ended up writing this and then I worked on it a lot. So since I last saw you, I have finished the Wizard for September. And then just for funsies, I started on this border, which I think is looking good. And then over the past few days, I started on this goblin. So I'm having a lot of fun. This is my favorite whip right now. If like I just went crazy, this is probably the only thing that I would work on, I'll be honest. But I like not that I don't like any of my other whips, but this one by far is my favorite. So I'll set that aside. And then my least favorite whip, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I don't really have a least favorite, but it's the one that I didn't work on at all this year. And this is my bracelet. This is from Coats. They make these. So it's like this bracelet thing, and I had just like kind of started some chevrons in the corner and have some thread. But I haven't worked on this at all this year. And I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it next year. I have no like motivation to work on this. Like, I don't know. It's just like something silly. So I don't know. Maybe next year. So anyway, that was my least favorite whip, I guess. Next one is my favorite finish. My favorite finish was the National Park Style by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I will post a finished picture of it here. I absolutely loved working on this. As soon as I knew that the pattern was coming out, I knew A, who I was going to make it for, which is my mother, and B, I knew that I had to do it. So I did it, and I think it turned out really well. So I hope my mom likes it. And then my least favorite finish, which is like, it's my least favorite, not because I don't like it, but is my wedding sampler. And as you can see, I took it out of the frame because I spelled my husband's name wrong because I'm an idiot. But there, see, Jeremy. His name is Jeremy. It's Jeremy. Like, what kind of wife am I? I don't know. Whatever. I think it was Abby Bella Stitch suggested that he change his name, and yeah, that's what I suggested too. I said, listen, I don't want to have to fix this, so you're Jeremy from now on. He wasn't too keen on that, but whatever. Anyway, so that is my least favorite finish simply because I messed it up and I have to fix it. Okay, next is my favorite FFO, and that would be Frog Pile, which was a Design Works kit, and I will put a picture of that here. And this piece is by far my favorite because it A, was professionally framed, B, holds a ton of sentimental value because the person that I'm giving it to, I love with all my heart, and it was always meant for her. And I know I just posted a video where I just gushed about it a ton, so you're all like, yeah, Rachel, we know about your Frog Pile, but by far my favorite FFO. My least favorite FFO is Sex Pistols by Clouds Factory, and it's my least favorite because A, like, this is just temporary. Like, it's not a real FFO. I just, like, taped it into this frame. But I need to get a mat and everything cut out for it. So it's like FFO'd, but it's not at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just why it's my least favorite. I really like the piece. I really love the fabric. I just don't like the way it looks in that frame. So, anywho's there. Let's see. What's up next? My favorite new start. Ooh, this was a fun year for new starts. My favorite new start was the Woodland Sampler by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, which is also a finish. Ta-da! Technically, it's not like finished yet because I still need to fill in the year with these little birds, but I have plans for what I'm going to do this for, and it just hasn't happened yet, so that's why I've left it blank. But this was my favorite finish, and yeah, or my favorite whip. No, what was this? New start. It was my favorite new start of the year. And then my least favorite new start, I didn't have any. I liked everything that I started and everything that I worked on this year. So, my favorite tool, I actually have two of them. My first is a needle minder, and this is one that I made myself. This is Prince. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Don't focus on me, focus on Prince. This is actually a button that my best friend found and gave to me, and then I turned it into a needle minder. But I didn't have needle minders before, so definitely a new tool, something that I like, and I hope next year to have more of them. And then grime guards was my other one. This again is one that I made, and I love them. I use them all the time now. So yay, awesome new tools. Least favorite new tool, I didn't really have any. Favorite technique, I couldn't really think of something new that I did this year. I mean, I'd been parking last year, which I really like with my full coverage piece. I guess the only new technique I can think of was in my Woodland Sampler. The borders are all in Fall by Mosale, which is a variegated floss. It's like a red and brown variegation. And this was the first time I had used a variegated floss, so I had to stitch every stitch independently. So I guess that's a new technique, was using variegated floss, but that's the only thing I could really think of. So I didn't really have a least favorite either. My favorite material I learned is 28 count Monaco, which is what I am using for my Lakeside Needleworks piece. This is a 28 count Monaco in D10 from Moe's sale, which is where I got this. And I love it. It's soft. I actually like the 28 count. It's big, but I like this Monaco fabric. It's an even weave. It just, I don't know, I really, really like it. I like how thick it is too. Like it's just like a hefty fabric and I quite enjoy it. So, like that a lot. And then my least favorite is anything that's stiff. So I find that large count Aidas, like anything larger than like a 14 count Aida, is just stiff and like that plasticky feel. Don't like it, but that's just me. My favorite pattern release was definitely the National Park Style by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. As I said before, and my least favorite, I didn't really have any. I mean, there are definitely patterns that don't really fit my aesthetic, but I wouldn't say that I didn't like, you know, things, you know? I wouldn't say it's like my least favorite, because if it was my least favorite, I wouldn't buy it. And then, I don't know, it's just because I didn't like it doesn't mean it's a bad pattern. It's just not my aesthetic. Anyway, okay, so now let's talk some numbers, some statistics for you. So I had 3 whips at the beginning of the year. I had the bracelet that I had shown. And then I had my Christmas Chapel one, which is a Candemar Designs kit. It's a Thomas Kincaid, and here it is. So this was still a whip at the beginning of the year. I think it looks pretty good. And then my cats, what was it called? God Sent Special Things. And so I will put a picture of that here. So those were my 3 whips at the beginning of the year. My whips at the end of the year, guess what? I still have 3. The church, the bracelet, and then my Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal. Those are my only 3 whips. I had 5 new starts this year. The first one was the Sex Pistols that I had shown you from Clouds Factory, my National Park Sal, the Woodland Sampler, my Wedding Sampler, and then my Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal. So those are my 5. And of those 5, I actually finished 4 of them. So I finished the Wedding Sampler, I finished the Sex Pistols, I finished National Parks, I finished the Woodland Sampler. Oh, and I actually finished the cats too. This is my list. I forgot to put that on my list. So I actually had 5 finishes this year. Which I think is pretty good. I mean, it's not a huge number, but considering that, like, I didn't really cross-stitch that much in the beginning of the year. It was more in, like, June that I really started seriously doing it. And then, like, I focused a lot on finishing things. So 5 finishes I don't think is too bad. I also had 4 FFOs. So A Hug Will Do by Lizzie Kate, which is one I had done earlier, I FFO'd. And then Frog Pile, I FFO'd. The chicken piece that my grandmother did, I FFO'd that I showed last time, but then my National Park Sal, I also FFO'd that. So I thought that was pretty good. So that means I still need to FFO the Sex Pistols, the Wedding Sampler. Oh, and I FFO'd the cats. Why do I keep forgetting them, Rochelle? Gosh. So I had 5 FFOs. So I still need to FFO the Woodland Sampler, my Wedding Sampler, and the Sex Pistols. So, not too bad, I think. Temporary UFOs. I am saying the bracelet, because I just have no motivation to work on it. And then, this is not really my whip, per se. This was from my grandma, but I want to work on this next year. So this is Amish Life. So this is what my grandma's whip looks like. So this is what she had done. And this is I believe the 3rd one, the series. I have the full series, there's too much stuff sitting over here. So, this is what the finished piece looks like. So this is the one that she had done, this one in the middle. So I have to do this one and this one. So I'm making this a whip for next year. But it's a temporary UFO. I'm saying that because I haven't actually put any effort into working on it yet. So anyway, so she's almost done with this middle one. So I'm hoping to finish this and then start on the other ones. So yeah, very exciting. That's the first time she has it on a scroll rod. So it'll be the first time I use a scroll rod too, which could be exciting, I guess. Permanent UFOs, I don't have any. I like what I work on, and I don't start something necessarily that I don't like, so. Fall coverage pages, I'm calling this one like a half. So this is my church. Technically, this up here is like a page, and then I have like the second part. But really, like, all of this is kind of like on one printed page or whatever. So, whatever you count. I start at the beginning of the year. It was like, I hadn't even gotten to this church yet. It was like up here somewhere. So, I think I made some significant progress this year. And this is definitely my focus for a finish for 2017. So, there's that. Next one. My first start of the year was the Sex Pistols by Clouds Factory, and my first finish of the year was Sex Pistols by Clouds Factory. So, hoorah for that. A lot of questions. So these are kind of then the category was regrets. Were there any purchases that I regretted? No. Was there any starts that I regretted? Not that I can think of. Do I regret stopping anything? Not really. And then, do I have any regrets for something that I didn't participate in? And for mine, that was the Stitch Mania sales. There are so many of them, and I loved watching everybody's videos for the Olympics, the Election Day Challenge, the 12 Days of Stitchmas, all that. Like, I think is so fun. And I'm making it kind of one of my goals in 2017 to participate in more of these sales. So, that's kind of the only thing I regret doing. Let's talk about new stuff. Any new tools? As I said before, that would be needle minders and grime guards. They're kind of new to me, and I really like them. A new technique, eyelets. There's some eyelets sort of on the Durian Jones piece, at least that I'm doing as eyelets. Let's see if I can show them to you. I don't know if you'll be able to see because they're in yellow. But all these little stars on the side are eyelets. So, at least I did them as eyelets. And yeah, so that was kind of fun. So that would be my new technique of the year. Designer was also Durian Jones. I have now investigated her Facebook page and elsewhere in the world, and I really like her stuff. New fabric to me was anything hand-dyed. I had never stitched on, I stitched on some Picture This Plus, which was new to me, and then I stitched on that hand-dyed piece from Mo Sale, and I just really like it. I love all the modeling and stuff. I think that's, going forward, something I really enjoy. New to me thread. This is the first year I've ever stitched in silk. I stitched... my room is an absolute mess right now, but... all of the words for the months are stitched in different Mo Sale silks, which was a lot of fun. Some new fiber that I got to play with. So that was fun. New vendor to me was Hand Dye Fabrics by Stephanie. I have yet to order anything from her because I don't have specifically pieces that I need fabric for, but I stalk her website and I have this huge wish list of things. But she's the one that came to my mind first, but Brooks Books is another one that was introduced to me this year. A lot of Etsy stores, but Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie is definitely one that I've been stalking. New terminology to me, railroading. I had no idea what that was. And I am not one to describe it, but basically you use kind of like a trolley needle or something to make sure the stitches lay right. I'll try to link something down below that talks about railroading better than I would because I don't actually do it, but that's a term that I didn't know. Floss tube channels. Oh gosh, there are so many of them. You guys are awesome, and there's so many new people this year. So these are people that were new to me. The first was Katie the Stash Queen. Why hadn't I heard of her before this year? I don't know. I've been watching FlossTube for years, but she kind of just, I don't know, must have missed her. So she's fun. McKenna at Every Stitch Counts is new to me this year. Stitcherista, Danielle, I love her. She was new to me this year. Stitcher Moose, I don't know why. I hadn't discovered him, but he's hilarious. I'm glad he's back on FlossTube, and I knew him. And then I had Lindy Stitches. I love her so much. She's so fun, and I like her patterns. So those are just a few, but there's a lot of them. There's one person, her channel has something to do with a mermaid. She's great. Everybody's great. Like, I watch everybody. If you have a channel, odds are that and if it's on Wonderfully Hopeless's playlist, odds are I'm watching you. So anyway, which I will link all these people down below, as well as Wonderfully Hopeless's playlist, which has like everybody in it. So, anywhozer. So what did I learn about my stitching? Full coverage is not my favorite. I'm enjoying the church, but it is such a beast to like get it out and work on it. It's just, I've learned that full coverage doesn't speak to me as much as it does maybe some people, but you know, teach their own. Did I teach somebody anything? I've taught my husband a lot of stuff. He sits next to me as I stitch, and we have a lot of fun, but I'm sure he knows a lot of terminology, and he knows a lot of people now because I talk about them. Like, if I say, oh, I saw this on Coffee Stitcher or whatever, he knows who I'm talking about, or Katie the Stash Queen, or Stitcherista, whatever. He knows all these people because I talk about them. So, thanks, Hubs. Do I have any Stitchers friends in real life? Unfortunately, I don't. I mean, I consider all of you guys my friends, and I've corresponded with a few of you through Instagram or YouTube or whatever. But no, I live out in the boonies. But I'm thinking we should do a Minnesota meetup. So for all y'all that are in Minnesota, let's plan something. Let's do something in the Twin Cities and do a meetup, stitch-a-thon, whatever. I think it would be fun. So let me know down below, any of y'all in Minnesota, if you'd be interested in that. Am I happy about what I've accomplished this year? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am happy as can be. Yeah. I'm very happy with all the progress that I've made, with all the projects that I've completed. And yeah, I'm very happy. 2016 goals. Did I achieve them? My one goal for 2016 was to start a FlossTube channel. I had no real goals for stitching. But I wanted to start a channel, and I did. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's the best thing that I could have done in 2016 was start my channel. So yes, I accomplished it. I'm happy about it. And woohoo! Did I change my stitching style? Not really. I mean, yeah. We'll talk more about 2017, but I haven't really changed the way I stitch. Did I ever have the fear of missing out or experience that? Yes and no. There's a lot of like hyped up patterns or things that I see that I'm like, oh yeah, like I would love to do that and da 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 da. But I've learned that I'm not a person who likes to have a lot of whips going at the same time. Like 3 is a good number for me. And it's not even 3, it's 2. Like, let's be honest, it's actually 2. Because the bracelet, I mean, I'll finish it one of these days, but whatever. So like that's a good number for me. Maybe another one, thrown in there. So I don't know. I have a lot of things on my wish list, or maybe I'm like, oh, well, when I finish this, I can do this, or whatever. But so yes, but no. The thing that I really wish I would have done is the Stitch Mania Sals and done more in the Stitch Mania community. So one of my goals for 2017 is to remedy that and to be an active member of Stitch Mania. More active member, I should say. Okay, sales that I participated in. I participated in 2. I participated in the National Park Sale by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery and the Lakeside Needlecraft Sale by Durian Jones. Or Lakeside Needlecraft, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I really love both of them. National Parks was a lot of fun. That one I actually was up to date with. I actually finished that I finished the parts as it went along. Durian Jones, Lakeside Sal, I'm still behind, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll catch up, but I'm really liking Sal's, so it's been a lot of fun. Something that I learned about myself. I really, really like to make videos. I enjoy the filming process. I enjoy the editing process. I enjoy interacting with everybody. I also really like Instagram which I'll put my handle somewhere, and I just really enjoy it. It's something that I can do and I just have fun. I don't take it too seriously, and I just have a lot of fun. And I like interacting with everybody. I love this community, and I like being a part of it. So I learned that about myself, that I've always been outgoing and crazy. If you ever meet me in real life, I'm definitely outgoing. And this is just another avenue for that. So I'm having a lot of fun. My favorite event, I didn't go to any Stitchy events. Out here in the boonies of Minnesota, you know, our events are like Laura Ingalls Wilder Days in Walnut Grove because, you know, this is where she's from. So there's that. But no. So that's what I'm saying. All you Minnesotans. Oh, did you hear that accent right there? Mm-hmm. Born and raised. Let's plan something. I know Stitchville USA does some stuff, and I'm hoping to participate in some of those next year. But me living far away from the cities, it's not always convenient. So let's plan something. All you Minnesotans, let's do it. Or even if you don't live in Minnesota, you live somewhere else, maybe we'll do a Skype thing and you can be there too. Stitching fads. There's a few of them I can think of, but the one that like has really spoken to me is the Anna Forrest Grew by I think Rosewood Manor. Correct me if I'm wrong. That pattern, like, I think about it at night. All those little trees. Trees speak to me. Things that I really like. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Rachel's aesthetic. I really like anything outdoors. So I like trees. I like woodland stuff. I like cartoony, not so much like realistic. I mean, I do like realistic, but I like cartoony. So I like animals. I like anything to do with farms. I mean, if there was like a I Heart Soybean pattern, I'd be all up on that, which I think I'm going to do next year. I'm going to do one about soy and Asgrow and whatever. Yeah, those are the things I like. And then cats. I really like cats. So Anna Forrest Grew is the one that I think about at night, like a weirdo. All right, let's talk about 2017. Let's just wipe the slate clean and talk about 2017. So the project that I am most excited to start is my Mirabilia. So this is Siren and the Shipwreck by Mirabilia. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Ah! She's beautiful. I'm going to do the skin one over one, something I've never done before. She has oodles and oodles of beads, which I've never done before. Everything. Yes. Yes. Okay, so that's number one. My project that I'm most excited to finish. The church. Y'all, it's going to be finished in 2017. I have decided. It's going to be done in 2017. This year am I going to be more determined or laid back? Determined. I'm feeling good. I'll talk about this at the end. I'll talk about my year overall. But this year I want to be more determined. Any event that I'm excited about is the Mania Sals. I'm going to do them, guys. I'm going to participate. I'm going to be there. I'm going to somehow incorporate my 2 whips. Be like, yeah, I got 2 whips. And they can apply. My New Year's resolutions for stitching is to have fun. Just remember that this is my hobby. It's something I enjoy doing and to have fun. And I do. I especially like making videos. That's why I'm all bummed out when I have nothing to show if I don't stitch. I'm like, I have to stitch so I can make a video. Maybe I like enjoy videos more than I like stitching. No, I take that back. I love stitching. I love it so much. Sal's and I'm participating in. Thus far, I'm only going to do the Lakeside Needlecraft one. I'm kind of excited for the Under the Sea one that they're going to be doing. So I'll have to look into that because I like sea life. But the Famous Women in History one by Clouds Factory also appeals to me, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. The Frosted Pumpkin one I also really like, but again, I don't know. It just depends on the stories, and I just haven't pulled the trigger, so I don't know. New material or new stitches. So this year, I would really like to start a chatelaine, but they're expansive because I'd like to do it. The one that I really want to do is the Butterfly Lace Mandala, which I will throw a picture of here. And like I dream about it. I saw Mrs. Milky Bar Kid, she did it, and I just like it speaks to me. I love butterflies, and it gets me like right here, but it intimidates the crap out of me. So I am putting for 2017, I am gonna save up for that Chatelaine, and I'm pretty excited about it. So that's my goal for next year, is to start a Chatelaine, and that's what I want. Get the money for a Chatelaine and then start it. So I'm very excited for that. All right, and then the rest, the other two questions were kind of about my year. So what was the best thing about 2016? And what are my resolutions? So I'm going to do these kind of like in the same answer. And we'll have a little chit chat. I'm going to pull out my tea. Gotta love tea. This is chai tea from, I showed it last time, I think. It's called Stash or something. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So, 2015, let's go back even one more year. 2015 for me was the most stressful, hard year, I think, of my life. A lot of things happened in my personal life, in my professional life, and 2015 was just, sorry, just crazy. It was just crazy. And I think 2016 then turned into a recovery year. 2015 was such a just mind that 2016 then turned into the year of recovery and almost like trying to figure out how my life is different after that, after the aftermath. And it was a lot of like making peace with things that happened in 2015 and moving forward. And I really think that was the theme of my year. It wasn't bad per se, I can't, bad things happen all the time to people or good things happen. And I think in the beginning of the year, I was focused on a lot of negatives and a lot of just, I don't know, I was very just fussy and unhappy with myself. Especially, I mean, this is a completely different topic, but I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I'm an overeater, addicted to sugar. I mean, just true life. I'm addicted to sugar. And I had that under control in 2015 and was doing really well. And then 2016, I don't know, I just like gave up. And I let go and I gained a bunch of weight and I started eating sugar again, which then just affects my mood, makes me total crabby pants. And I mean, it's just dumb. Like, why do I do that to myself? I know it's terrible. It makes me grouchy. It's not even about my weight. I mean, I'm a big girl, but like, I'm happy with my weight and I don't, I'm pretty confident with myself and I think I'm awesome. But I know sugar and overeating affects my mood, and that I don't like, Like, I'm a happy person, and I want to be happy and be healthy, and I don't want, why am I eating sugar when I know it turns me into a grouch? So, Rachel, stop doing that, And so I kind of just, like, let that go, gain some weight. Like, it's been a weird year. This is my first year of marriage, which, I mean, my husband and I had lived together before, and we've gone through some things, which I might talk about in a different video. But, your first year of marriage is hard at the same time. We had just bought a new house in 2015, and I started a new job in at the end of 2015. So really, like 2016, I had a new job, and, yeah. So just a lot of transition stuff. And I feel like 2017 is going to be a better year. I'm positive. So, yeah. So my New Year's resolutions for 2017, both stitchy and non-stitchy. Let's talk about my non-stitchy ones. Is number 1, relax. Just relax, Rachel. Breathe in and breathe out. Because you've been through hell. You've been through hell. And you made it through. You're fine. Everyone's fine. So stop stressing about small, insignificant things and just relax, because life is so good. My second resolution that's personal is a gratitude journal. Be grateful. every single day for something, and thank God that you are here and that you are enjoying every single day. So, gratitude journal. And then thirdly, get your butt back to the gym, work out because it makes you feel good, and stop eating sugar, again, because it makes you feel good. So those are my personal resolutions. Stitchy resolutions, and let's talk about my stitchy plans. Number 1 is I am going to finish the church. I'm going to do it, people. So I'm going to kind of do a rotation, but that's not a rotation because I have found that me and rotations, like, we don't necessarily get along. And it's tea time again because my throat is itchy. That's good stuff. So in the mornings, as I've said in other videos, in the morning my husband leaves for work about an hour earlier than I do. So I kind of have an hour to myself, and I'm going to stitch. That hour will be stitched on what I want to work on. Currently, it's my Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal. Okay? But then in the evenings, I am focusing on this baby because I want to get it done. Okay? So that's my stitching plan so that I can work on both every day and really focus on finishing the church because I would love to get it done, get it framed, because I mean, look at all this I have left. I mean, it doesn't even look like I've done that much when I open it up, but anyway. So that's my plans. Last thing, new starts. I have a whole bunch that are planned for next year, so I thought I would share those. Let me clean up my area. You should see my room right now. Else cry. So my first start that I have planned, which is for the New Year, New Start, which I will be starting tomorrow, is my Be Happy that my mom gave me for Christmas. So I need to kit this up. And this is going to work. Because you know what? I need to be happy. So this is what I will be working on for my New Year, New Start. And then I'm not sure when I'm going to start these. I'm thinking of doing one new start a month, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out. No plan. Is my Mirabilia. She's going to get started this year. Yeah, maybe I could do a new start every month. I don't know. We'll see. And then my other new start I want for this year is my Nimu pattern called Palm Acidra. I really, really like this. What's the name of the brand? I think it's super cute. There's some others that this same designer does that I just, There's one called Crepe, where it's a bunch of these little gnome guys on top of like crepes that I think is super cute. So definitely on my list of starts for the year. And then this is from Just Cross Stitch, August 2016. My parents recently bought a little camper. So I would like to do one of these. I haven't decided which one for them to go in their little camper. I think it would be super cute. So there's this guy. This is called Road Trip by Ursula Michael of Ursula Michael Designs. So I might do them together actually because they show, I can't show it because there's the pattern, but I don't know. I think they'd be super cute. So that's on my list of planned starts. And then last but not least, I started myself a little Ort jar because I want to do the little thing, you know, where you fill the ornament. I can already tell that, like, you know, this is like already almost full. This is like stuff from this year, so I might, I don't know, keep it in there. So I'm gonna get a bigger jar. I do a lot of canning, which I have a video on my canning. Anyway, this is for jam, but I have bigger jars. I think I'm gonna use a bigger jar, and I want to make a lid for it. I want to stitch, you know, something to go on the lid. So this is, I pulled this out, and this might be what I do, but it might not be what I do. I don't know. Anyway, this is Better Homes and Gardens 2001 Cross Stitch Designs, the Essential Reference Book. And I'm thinking about doing something from this page. So I really like the scissors. I really like the little embroidery that's here. I don't know. And I might just put the word Orts I don't know. This is kind of what I'm leaning towards, but don't quote me on it. Because Lord only knows what I'm actually gonna do. But this is a really nifty book, by the way. If anybody owns this, I've done a couple of the designs from it. It's fun. So yeah, that's all I got. That's what I have. Those are my plans. They might change. Who knows? Oh, and I'd also like, side note, I also want to do the Amish life as well. So that's a whip. It's not a whip yet because I haven't started working on it as part of my stuff. So that's why I don't count it yet. But that's what I got, people. That's it. I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. Happy stitching. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.